table like in the quad, and we put up like Ron Paul posters and like give,
I'm gonna take the whole thing.
like, you know, say what he stands for.
Yeah.
And so at least get people to look at us, and then, you know, be like, hey, you come here.
We have like Liberty hot dogs or pig in the blanket.
The thing is that we already
Give it up for free.
been in the quad, and we got most of the people who are Ron Paul fans, and people like we got attention from them. So I mean, another thing we're gonna do is go into the theaters. I mean, people didn't show up at 2 o'clock, right? But I think we need people to go into teaching theaters because that's literally at least 100 signatures, if not
It's
more.
100 signatures per class. Most of the time, it's half the people who sign it, so it's a great way to.
How much that much do we have already signed?
I mean, we have about 4 teaching theaters here, and each one holds about 250, 300 students. And usually, from what we've seen, it's usually like at least 100 signatures every time.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's easy.
Do you guys want to try and do that next week?
Yes.
Okay, so we need a plan.
We can look up online, like the schedule of their teaching theaters.
I tried looking it up and I didn't see anything, but
We can maybe ask her and see who has teaching theater classes.
yeah, who has teaching theater classes?
All
At what time and where?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday.
We're at the library?
No, something new.
Okay. Would they be, the professor, would they be okay with that?
Probably not.
Oh.
It's kind of
Oh, okay.
Monday, Wednesday, Cooper's class.
Oh, it would definitely be together there.
Yeah.
Where
Okay.
is that at?
116, ELA.
That's actually another one of my classes.
It's where?
ELA.
116?
I think so.
Okay.
Monday, Wednesday,
Tuesday and Thursday.
Friday. Yeah,
Got that class, buddy.
and it's Dr. Henderson. He's real
What
real
time
cool.
is it?
11.
11 and what?
LBJ.
The teaching day.
Okay, and then what were you going to say, Javi?
Tuesday and Thursday from 11 to 12:20 is my history class, and she usually lets people hand out stuff.
Okay, and where is that?
It's at LBJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I hope this isn't too long. But it's Economic Populism in Latin.
You want the...
Maybe half?
Yeah, history.
All the way. All the way.
Doesn't matter.
Can we
Okay. Does anyone have any idea what economic populism is, just off that? Alright. Okay, definition: an approach to economics that emphasizes growth and income distribution and plays down the risk of inflation, fiscal deficits, and external constraints. And this actually, most of this actually just comes straight from my class, Dr. Sanchez. It ignores the basic laws of economics. Economics suffers under popular will. If you increase wages, you need to find the money to pay for it. What basically happens is that all the people want things, and they kind of want the same things. Like they tend to want free milk, set price controls, and they want the high wages. And it's okay for a little while, but then they start to have problems, and that's what this presentation is going to be about. Features of the economic populist paradigm. Number one, initial conditions. There's widespread popular dissatisfaction with the economy's performance, large inequities in income, low standards of living. And it's basically the same story with the poor, really, really, really oppressed. And the elites, the aristocracy, really hoarding over them. And it leads to this, and that happened in Argentina with Evita and Perón. I'm going to play a little bit of the, I'll play a little bit of the trailer. So it does show them kind of, I don't know.
There's
Like
What she wanted, everything.
It's not fast enough.
Go to the bottom.
Bottom right, and click on that 480 keys.
Now Argentina is actually not exactly the best example, because they have a lot of violence that kind of caused their destruction in the meantime. But the beginnings of populism is pretty standard. People are very dissatisfied. Somebody comes in with all the answers, and everyone's pleased. She's handing out money. People look up to her. It's pretty sad though. I think I outlived her in a way, because she died when she was 33. It's kind of sad though.
Hollywood Pictures presents
Alright.
the story of
Unless you want to watch the rest.
between an actress
Alright. Okay. Okay. Quick
Go back from Curtis.
Okay. Okay. Features of economic populism paradigm continue. There's no constraints. Policymakers ignore the existence of any constraints on macroeconomic policy. They have an anything is possible mentality. And I had another video, like a video of her buying things, if you wanted to see it or not.
Clifford's pretty good.
Huh? You want to see it?
No,
Okay, we're good. All right. Okay, features of economic populist paradigm continued. Policy prescriptions, 3 elements: reactivation, bringing up the economy; redistribution of income; restructuring of the economy. Use of macroeconomic policy to redistribute the income, such as wage increases and price controls; increase the size of the state. And I mentioned those before. And these are the 3 phases, and I'll go more into depth later. Phase 1, in the short term, everything is great. Everyone's singing, dancing, they get plenty to eat, everyone's got great jobs, high wages. It is just paradise. But phase 2, economy runs into bottlenecks. How are we going to pay for all this? Well, we can print more money. Yay! We can borrow money from other countries. Yay! Okay, how long are we going to do this for? Phase 3. First phase of shortages, extreme acceleration of inflation, real wages fall, and policies are unsustainable. Chaos.
Does this sound familiar?
That's why I'm giving this. I thought that people would make the connections. The distributive problem. Economic populism more likely in societies where there is great income inequality, class conflict between the aristocracies and the working class. There's no political agreement over distributive shapes between sectors and classes. They're not meeting in the middle anywhere. Import versus export sectors, it's not balanced. Urban workers versus rural interests. It's usually the working class that leads a populist party, not the rural classes. They tend to be landowners, self-employed. Macroeconomic policy is thus unhinged. Exchange rate regime, level of trade protectionism. It's a macroeconomic policies of internal policies. High inequity creates political pressure to address it via quick fixes, like printing money, giving out welfare, social programs, like food things like that. It's just a quick fix, makes people happy, and thus pursue bad macroeconomic policies. Populists seek to engage in distributive policies via demand stimulation. Increase in government spending, increase in wages, more generous transportation, food subsidies. Such policies increase aggregate demand, boost GDP for growth for the short term. And my brother here just came from Mexico, and like everyone talks about the problems in Mexico, but what a lot of people don't know is in Mexico they have free health care. They give free milk to the poor people. They have lots of controls on the food production. Everything's organic there. So they do have like a lot of these populist type policies there. And you would never know because their peso is destroyed. So what good does it do? So there's no